Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, The Girl in the Spider's Web. So it's about a computer hacker and a journalist who get caught in some kind of conspiracy theory, or spies or cyber criminals. I don't know, they get caught up in their web. And some dirty politicians, I believe, or government officials, whatever. That's all it really says. Actually, there's a real long explanation, but I'm not reading that. I'm going to leave that for my eye and tell you what I see. It's an hour and 55 minutes long, and IMDb only has it at a 6.1, with over 12,000 people have reviewed it. And it stars... come on. It stars Claire Foy, and that's really... I don't know. A bunch of other people. I'll get into it, watch it a little bit, let you know what it's really about, and tell you what I think. So, stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're going to do a quick and early check-in. The Girl in the Spider's Web, with 27 minutes and 38 seconds only into the movie, but very action-packed and interesting in the beginning. So our girl, our protagonist here, the world in the spider web, Claire, or whatever her, Claire Foy, is a hacker, which is cool. Also a vigilante. It opens up with her defending a woman who's in an abusive marriage with a... he was a CEO, very rich guy. So she kind of turns the table on him, breaks into the house, makes him give some money away to his wife. The wife is able to leave, blackmails him, all that kind of stuff. All the stuff you'd like to see happen to all the scumbags out there who beat women. So that was pretty neat right in the beginning. But she, she's not like a martial artist, at least not yet. She does it all through hacking and stuff like that. It was neat. So check that out. That was cool. And then it goes on. So obviously she has these hacking skills, and somebody reaches out to her to acquire some program that he has developed that other people are going to use for nefarious reasons. And so he asks her to steal it. And of course she's got to hack into like the CIA or some very big government agency to grab it. But when she does, they kind of find out her location, and they come and kind of blow up her location. So that's really it. I mean, that all happened in 27 minutes and 38 seconds. So a lot of fun in the beginning. And I was like, maybe I'll wait until the 40-some-odd minute mark. And no, I'm going to check in every so often and keep you updated, rather than taking notes and laboring on like I am now. So that's what's going on so far. A lot of fun with a little action. We'll see where it goes from here. She's kind of like dark, you know what I mean? But, a hacker. So, and it takes place in Sweden so far, Stockholm. And that's it. I'll get back to it, and I'll check back in as soon as something else interesting happens. Alright? Stick around. Could be a lot of check-ins. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of The Girl in the Spider Web, and I thought I was going to do more check-ins, but I didn't. The movie just kind of progressed following the same plot line that I outlined for you. But I think where I left off was the fact that, the one guy asked her to steal a program that he wrote. So that got her in a lot of trouble, whatever. And come to find out, the only way, there's a code to open the program, of course, and the guy's kid has the code. So after she gets ransacked, basically looking for the program, she tries to help the guy and his kid, and that's where the movie progresses on to, where she's now trying to save them so that they don't get them to open up the code of the program that basically launches nuclear missiles just from a user's interface. So she enlists some of her other hacker friends, a guy from the CIA, so on and so forth. Now here it is, it's from my perspective. As I'm watching this movie, I do realize that it has something to do with the girl with the dragon tattoo, which was in 2011. So I don't really remember Rona Marta, who she was. She won an Oscar, I believe, for that. Daniel Craig was in it, whatever. I don't really remember everything in that movie. I just assume this is something similar. This can't be exactly related because it's not the same actors and actresses. Well, I was wrong. This is like a sequel. So I didn't realize that at first. So I'm watching it and I'm like, okay. And when I researched that, I came across a couple of reviews that now have me you know, I don't know, a little jaded, I think. So evidently these were all Swedish films, and they were all really well done. I'm not sure if this one was, but the whole Girl with the Dragon Tattoo was, and you know, always, like, movies like this are always better, the original. Like The Grudge was better when it wasn't Americanized and put out for Hollywood. And that's what a lot of the feedback was. So if you're really into these and you know the Swedish side and the Swedish films, I apologize. I kind of came into this completely blind. As I said, I didn't even realize it was the sequel to The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I knew it had something to do, because but I didn't realize that much. I try and keep myself as, in the dark as possible when I watch these movies, because I don't want anybody else's thoughts. I don't even like watching trailers, because that ruins it for me as well. So I apologize. Watching this initially, I was really enjoying it. A lot of action. I like the hacking. That's fun, and I liked Claire Foy. I thought she was fun to watch and what she was doing, and I thought it was really going in a good direction. It did go on a little bit longer. I got a little tired throughout the movie, so I felt it was maybe a little bit long, but then I really got jaded when I started reading the reviews and how everybody was hating on it. So I think it comes down to this. If you're a fan of these books, fan of the original movies, you're probably not going to like this. I don't know. I have that feeling. That's the sense I get from everything else that I've read. But if you have no ties to those, and maybe you've seen the first one, and maybe you haven't seen The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. If you haven't, and you just like action and hacker type movies and stuff like that, you might really enjoy this. I mean, the action scenes, I say action, but they weren't crazy action. There were some fight scenes and stuff like that. Some running around, some motorcycle chases, things like that. But I really felt the first half of this movie, first 40 to 50 minutes, I really enjoyed. I liked it. Well, obviously, the first 23 minutes or whatever when I checked in, I was really enjoying it then. And then after that, it even continued to build up. But it slows down a little bit as we get into Act 2, and then Act 3 picks it up a little bit more, but this time I have been jaded by the reviews. So I won't go on anymore. I think you got an idea of what I thought of this film. My recommendation for you, if you're not into these and you haven't seen anything, don't read anything, watch it for yourself, see if you enjoy it. And if you do, let me know. Now, if you've seen these things, you might have a different opinion, like I said. So, either way, let me know. That's my review for you. I'm sorry, kind of ruined it. Should never be reading reviews while I'm watching the movie, but I had to find out if it was a sequel, and that kind of ruined it for me. So, alright, not a total waste of time, but if you do check it out, love to hear from you. That's it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channels. Really, that's it. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.